Good evening. Welcome to the Tavern. Team Golf takes center stage tonight and smoke them if you got them. Let's get into it. Cheers, boys. Welcome to the Tavern.
Good morning. Steve, Masters Week is over. You can put that back on the shelf.
You can always drink out of a Masters cup.
That's an occasional no. I got to go full
Hickory tonight?
Oh yeah.
I mean, how tall are the rims? How long's the court? I mean, let's, any chance to reference the greatest basketball movie ever made? Yes, I'll do it.
Hoosiers.
Yes.
I mean, I will say, before I moved to Indiana, I knew the movie, I knew basketball was king here in Indiana, but I didn't realize how much it is. It's like in football in Texas. It's crazy and it's amazing.
It's like wrestling in Iowa and Pennsylvania.
That's true. Well, the only reason wrestling in Pennsylvania is as big as it is now is because of Penn State's dominance. It was not like that before.
No, it's not, but it is now.
So, yeah. And Iowa's the key to that, too, because our head coach at Penn State is wrestled in Iowa.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but a few things going on this week.
You think so? How's everybody's weekend? You guys have a good weekend?
Had a good weekend. Been
It
watching
rained.
basketball.
Yeah.
I played golf. Got in some good rounds this week.
I'd like to ask what that is, but I run a golf podcast, so I should never ask what's golf.
I know, but I got my league started.
Point of parliamentary procedure.
I missed it, Dave. I said what I sent you. I mean, space. It's only a par 3. You gotta just take.
Yeah,
I really
build that par 3.
I can hit golf shots out there, but just with the slope of the hill, and the hill is also used as a parking lot for events.
Oh, so you don't want your putting green to be a parking lot? I got you.
No, I do not want my putting green to be a parking lot.
But I mean, in Bagger Vance, they brought cars out of the golf course.
The tires on the cars in Bagger Vance, a little bit different than what people are driving around here in Iowa.
Got a good point to that.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
little different these days. But all right, let's get right into first round.
Yeah.
So team golf this week.
I can't believe we're going to lead with this. Like of all the things we've ever led with, this is going to be painful for me to lead with.
But it was a fun event.
No, well, I mean, it's bigger than just New Orleans, and New Orleans was awesome.
Yeah.
If you ever want to know how PGA Tour players handle the pressure of one, trying to win, and two, trying to do it against one of the best players in the world, that playoff was literally a complete synopsis of all of that.
Yes.
I mean, I saw two massive pull hooks. One off the tee was nearly a shank. And then the second shot, and then to chili dip a chip shot. But I think the bigger thing that I took out of this week and watching this week's golf was how much fun the players had playing together as a team. You saw Rory and Shane there, and you saw, I mean, that dude that hit at a country mile that had played in 12 PGA Tour events, playing with Zach Blair. That dude's good. I mean, for an event like that, he's going to gain a lot of confidence. That and long term, that's going to be a huge event for him. Zach Blair, another one, doesn't hit it very far. Is better known for the course design work that he's done and is doing. But to see them play well last week,
made for a great pairing on alternate shot.
Right, it was fun to watch, and I mean that golf course is. I mean, let's just talk about. Can we talk about the drive that Ryan Brehm hit on 14, where he almost made a 1? That was pretty dirty.
That's impressive anywhere.
Right. That was dirty to watch. So
back to your actual question about team golf, like this is where we've said I love team golf. I think team golf is a great thing. I love individual golf. I don't love them at the same event.
Yeah,
correct.
That's what it is.
You know,
and if you want team golf, don't go with Greg's picks, which is a story for later on.
It doesn't matter about it's team golf or individual golf. My picks are garbage unless it's Scotty Scheffler.
Be
honest.
Just don't go with Dave's picks. They're Greg's picks. I mean, that's really
my
the
picks.
answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is the outlier for the PGA for a team golf event where, yeah, there's no point. There's no world ranking points involved. You know, it's a fun event I think for the players to, you know, team up with somebody that, you know, usually you're within the same, you know, company, whether it's TaylorMade or Callaway or Titleist, you know, you're teaming up with somebody that's playing the same ball, which is a little bit different than outside of the Ryder Cup, where you get to, you know, you may have some input there, but it comes down to a captain's choice on who you're played with. And on alternate shot, you know, usually the senior guy in that pairing is going to win on what kind of ball you're going to be playing that day.
Well, it goes on the higher ranked player at the President's Cup or Ryder Cup. But, you know, I think Greg, to go back to what you were talking about, the idea of what is team golf and what isn't team golf, and where do you draw the line of what is team golf? And
well, that's the important part about this is team golf can be many different things. But
right.
if I'm watching an event, I either want it to be a team golf event or I want it to be an individual event. I don't want to have individual aspects and team aspects at the same time.
Correct.
And I think the balance of both of those, I think the PGA could have more team events. I think it would be a fun thing for the season. And I agree that they don't deserve world golf ranking points when it's a team event because you're playing a different style again.
Correct.
You're not playing the just individual, because that's what world golf rankings are. They are individual points. It's your world golf ranking, not your team's world golf ranking, yours.
Here's the question, and you brought it up, so we'll go down, we'll open the rabbit hole now.
Yep.
Over the weekend, it was announced that a 54-hole tour is getting world golf ranking points. Dave, I'm going to throw this to you first. Is LIV getting hosed on the fact, and are they getting singled out because they're not getting world golf ranking points?
LIV still needs to decide what they are, whether they're a team event or a singles event. And until that can happen, is it a shot across the bow right now against LIV? It's a warning shot. I think it is.
That's a good way to put it.
But they're doing it as an individual. You still have guys on LIV missing putts from an individual standpoint to win the team competition. LIV, they need to. So this is the shot across the bow here.
And
well, here's the question. I'm just gonna, because this is the argument from the LIV proponent side, is that their argument is you have players that are playing conservative to make the cut. So what is the difference in somebody playing conservative to make the cut versus someone playing conservative to not three putt?
So the answer to that is you're playing conservative for yourself to make the cut. And this is an individual golf ranking. When you are doing something to help your team, that doesn't help you as an individual, that helps you as a team. So if it's a team sport, that's one thing. You should not get world golf rankings because your performance in that is based on your team. Because you ask any of us who have coached out there, we've all been coaches for kids out there. So when you're a coach, you teach that team to play as a team. Even your best player out there plays as a team. When you are playing as an individual, then you're not playing as a team. And that's when you get the individual world golf ranking points. But if you are on a team, you don't give someone points for that. Just like it happens on the PGA here. This is the perfect example this week is they're playing in a team event. They don't get world golf ranking points. So LIV needs to see that.
But the LIV proponent argument for this week is LIV is playing an individual event, and the team aspect of this event is like a side game, which is another debate.
Still there.
But it's still there.
But it goes back to my point
or anything else.
But it goes back to my point with LIV always. Decide what you are. Don't have the side game. Don't have what this is. Say, hey, we're going to be a team tour, or we're going to be an individual tour, or if we're going to be both, I think would be a good idea.
We know a couple apps out there for side games.
We do. I mean, we do. But here's the other idea, though. Here's the other idea, though. Like, if you're going to call it a side game, are you going to do a sudden death playoff for a side game? Because that's what LIV did.
It depends how much money is on the line.
That's what LIV did this week. They did a sudden death playoff for a side game.
I mean, this goes back to the whole thing is that I think the World Golf Rankings, they're looking at this from the same way that we are, is that you don't know what you are, and the team events we don't give World Golf Rankings to. They're fair to that. The 54-hole thing, that's what we argued before, but obviously that's not the case. This comes down to if you're a team event, you don't get it. If you're a non-team event and an individual event, you can. And I think that is fair.
Yep. I would agree with that.
I think the 54, 72 hole thing is kind of, I would like to see it be 72 holes, like make it consistent on that, because you can lose an event. You could be the 54 hole leader and lose it on the next 18 holes. Like that happens all the time. So that's where I think that needs to be fair. But
hey, if the Masters was 54 holes, Rory would have already won one.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, Norman.
That's true too.
There's a shot across
be a champion sitter.
You know, the event, the tour that got World Golf Ranking points does have a 36-hole cut.
Yeah.
So you have the 36-hole cut. It has open qualification. You can try and enter and qualify in certain things that LIV does not have. Like they don't have that. So, you know, the argument of the LIV players, the thing that I think that bothers me the most about this LIV argument, Norman has it, Rob has it, is, oh, well, if we go to 72 holes, we'll get World Golf Ranking points. You still haven't changed open qualifying process. You still haven't changed the team aspect of it. You still haven't changed the lack of a cut. Where there are way more things along the lines of that.
And here's the thing: if you like LIV, that's great. Like LIV, it's a good option that's out there. I'm not gonna say that, but stop trying to get something that you don't meet the qualifications for. Like, stop making these arguments that, oh, we should have this. Oh, they're the best players out there. First of all, you're not. Scotty has proven that week in and week out that he's the best player that's out there.
Isn't it Taylor Gooch?
Who?
Yeah. The asterisk himself.
But that's my point, is that be exhibition golf. If you want to be LIV, be what you are. You're exhibition golf at its finest. I'm going to say that. You are exhibition golf at its finest. Be what you are. Be a small group of people that want to play this team individual thing, but don't think you're getting World Golf Rankings because you haven't met those requirements. That's all it is. So if you want to be that, then go to that. Make those things that Steve just said. Have a cut, have qualifying, and don't have the team aspect be your main selling point. Because to be honest, if you watch their advertisements and you watch them at the Masters and everything, their main selling point is that their team brands out there, which I like their logos.
Okay,
I know some people don't.
Here's a question for you then. So you have a cut. Do you just cut from the individual side of it and let them continue to play for the weekend for the team aspect? Or does that team take a hit because not all 4 members of the team made the cut?
They got only like 50 players. Who are you cutting? Like,
exactly.
That's the thing. Like,
you take the top 25 for individuals and say, here's our cut. Does everybody keep playing for the team aspect?
And then who are you? I mean, are you not paying them for playing on Sunday?
Not as individuals, but as a team.
Yeah, that's true. Like, do you not get your, like, there's so many things that they don't want to do. You went to
they already got guaranteed money up front.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
like, you went to this tour for that guaranteed money. You went to this tour to not play as much. So if you don't want to play as much, then you shouldn't care about World Golf Rankings.
Here's the other thing.
You made your choice.
Look at Joaquin Niemann was rewarded with getting into the Masters because of the play and traveling around the world, traveling to Australia and playing and all those other things. Andy Ogletree finished number 1 on the Asian Tour, has played all around the world. He is being rewarded with an entry into the PGA Championship. Great for them. And I'll be honest, those players that are going out and doing those things and playing at these other events are being rewarded for it.
Yeah.
The Taylor Gooches of the world who just play their live events because that's all they want to play and they don't want to play anymore are not being rewarded for it. What does that tell you?
That tells me you go to live, be live. Stop trying to go there, get your money, have your cake and eat it too. Like, stop trying to make it what you want when it's not that. Because I'll be honest with you, you were sold a bill of goods saying that we're going to get world golf rankings because this was just a pissing contest with Norman versus the PGA. And you were kind of lied to in that aspect. Like, oh, we're going to get this, we're going to do this, when you had no guarantee of that.
No.
But you followed the magic beans, aka the money, which I'm fine with. I have no ill will anymore to anyone that went to live. I'm just sick of people trying to be like, I want to be at live, but I want to have all this stuff too. No, you chose to leave. You don't get everything with that. That's just like leaving a company and being like, hey, I still want the discount at Tower Records because I used to work there. No, you left. You don't get the discount.
I want to get in for free.
I'm gonna say this. Anybody that's under the age of, I don't know, 30 doesn't even know what Tower Records is.
That's true. I mean, I was trying to think of the most.
We're playing to our demographic here.
Yeah.
So I will say this, and I do want to give Liv some kudos today, and we have roasted them enough, I feel like, and I want to give them some kudos. Australia was awesome for them. And it shows a market that is literally golf hungry. You had 94,000 people show up over 3 days to watch some golf. I do feel bad for Lucas Herbert's caddy, who, by the way, was one of the first caddies to jump on with our friends at Groove It Brush and carry a Groove It Brush on the golf course. I feel bad for Lucas Herbert's caddy for taking one off the noggin with a full bottle of water. Yeah.
This needs to stop in sports. If you are a fan and you are at a sporting event, that does not give you the right to berate someone to the point of like inappropriate, like saying something. You can talk about them, but not about their families, not about things like that. And also, do not throw things at athletes that are out there for that. Like,
now, let's clarify. Can we talk though? I mean, if you make a 1 in the Coliseum at Scottsdale, like,
you're not throwing it at the athlete.
No,
we want the beer shower. We want the beer shower. We want the beer shower.
No, that I'm fine with. We can clarify that. But that people get so mad at athletes that they feel they have to be inappropriately mean to them. Like, no. Like, first of all, athletes in our age, like, I'm gonna go with the Jordan era and stuff like that. They were thick. Like, Jordan was thick-skinned and would eye a fan down, go hit 30 points, and be like, "You can shut up now." Whereas today,
can we talk Jordan Spike Lee? Like, can we just talk about that?
Exactly. Well, and Reggie Spike Lee too. Like
Reggie Spike Lee too. Yeah. Like,
I'm kind of hoping for a Knicks Pacers next round. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But you can't be doing this stuff as fans. We need to be better fans at that. And also, I'll go to the waste management this year. That got out of control even to a point. We need to be better fans.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I will say this. I did see something that was interesting this past weekend from the LIV event. There was a player that held a chip shot. I think it was on 18. And I didn't see who the player was, but literally everybody around him was cheering for it because it had a chance and then it went in. And they mobbed him. And he celebrated the fact that they mobbed him. It was like hands up in the air. Looked kind of like Rocky. Like, I felt like it was like a Rocky moment. And I do think that the PGA Tour players, when they hit a cool shot like that, if you're out of the crowd, like, they need to do a better job of like high-fiving the fans and interacting with the fans. I was like, that was actually cool. And that needs to happen more on the PGA Tour. Because remember that those people are there to see you, not have the security guard elbowing people, pushing them back so you can get through the walkway. Like, stand there and high-five the fans and celebrate the moment. I mean, I'm a big fan of, you know what, if you want to stand and watch a home run, watch it. Because you know what? Any of us are not going to be able to pimp one at the major league level. So if you want to throw a dagger like that and hit a walk-off and stand there and go Manny Ramirez and rip your batting glove off like you did against the Angels, be my guest because it's cool as crap.
So I'm 100% a component of people should celebrate.
Right.
But I also am a component of, especially in like football and baseball, act like you've been there before.
Yeah,
correct.
Barry Sanders was in the end zone a lot, and he never once celebrated.
But have that balance, like,
Yeah.
because here's the thing. One of the greatest celebrations of all times, I got to give to T.O. and his popcorn celebration and the cell phone underneath it. Like, those kind of celebrations, I think are good for the sport. What I don't think is when, like, you're taking 15 minutes to get your whole team over there and you're going to wait and do all this stupid celebration that's there. That's a little excessive. And I think excessive celebration is a thing.
I don't know where Brad is tonight, but this is a drink moment. You mean Barry Sanders?
Yeah.
That's
like John Madden says in The Replacements, when you get a fat man scores, you get a fat man dance. And I think sometimes, you get, we've had the canoe boat, we've had the bowling, sometimes celebrate, they've given them some leeway in the NFL for celebrations, but it gets a little too choreographed.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
And that's where it gets out of hand. And to your point of, if I'm going to stand there and watch my home run, I 100% know I'm being thrown at the next time I'm at bat for doing that. Like,
but see, here's the thing.
Me.
But I get that. But throw a better pitch. Like, be better. No, like if you didn't throw a pitch,
But if I'm going to stand there and gloat, I expect that pitcher to throw at me on the next one.
Yeah.
Now, if it's Jose Altuve off of Aroldis Chapman and he laughs, is Altuve getting dotted the next time up anyway?
I don't know. Does it hit the microphone that's taped to the inside of his jersey?
Yeah. He just gets dotted every time it's up because when the
every time he's up,
jump in the dugout. So.
All right. Well, hey, let's. LIV made a big announcement, and our next guests live in the city where this next announcement is. So we'll lead with that when we go into the next segment about the golf course that LIV is going to play their year-end event at. So why don't we move on to happy hour here?
I want to be here, right? Okay.
All right. So it is. Dave, is that you echoing?
What's that?
Am I echoing off of you?
I don't know. I'm watching a horse race.
Oh, are you? Okay.
We got a horse running tonight.
Is it one of your family's horses?
Yeah, it's one of the family horses tonight.
Okay, I'll give you that. I was like, you're just randomly watching a horse race on here. I was going to be like, dude.
It's odds with Dave, just early.
Yeah, I know, but it's not a horse race. Although the Derby's coming up, so I'll give you that too.
The Derby is this weekend, so. But let's move on.
Yeah,
let's talk about one of my. Oh, that is a good horse race.
Yeah.
Speaking of horses, they've got one right in front of them. One of those bottle tops right in front of them. So let's bring Bryant and Eddie on.
You have multiple if you actually pay attention.
Swing and smoke. Guys, what's going on?
What's up, baby? How y'all doing?
Hey, Eddie, I'm going to just bring you in on Bryant's screen so we just go 4 boxes here. So we'll do that. And we'll start with that Blanton's Gold right there in front of us, just rubbing it all in on us, aren't you?
on the Blanton stand with, I'm assuming what spells Blanton's with all the
Hold up. We got a horse going around too, baby.
There you go.
I got some spare horses behind me right here, too. I got a couple spare letters back there that I'm trying to pawn off.
Before we get into Swing and Smoke and what you guys have, I want to talk about, we were talking about LIV, obviously, and they announced today about Bolingbrook, club outside of Chicago. It's a public golf course, has a island green par 3, actually, just like TPC Sawgrass. Brian, I know you said you played it before the show we were talking. Let me ask you this, and this is the question I want to ask, is we've never played it. Is that course worth having your year-end major, like this is where all the goods, all the hardware is getting handed out? Is that course worth that type of tournament?
No.
Flat out, I love it.
Flat out, I love it.
I mean, it's a great public course for the Chicago area. I mean, that 15-hole on the island, 156 over the island, great approach. But is it worth the end of the year for LIV? No, it's not. I think they should have picked a more prestige that course to actually hand out the hardware. That's just my opinion. There are a lot of people going to disagree with me, but that's my opinion.
You know, it's funny. I've got some friends in Vegas, and I know what they paid for Las Vegas Country Club the week of the Super Bowl. And the reason that I was told they went with Las Vegas Country Club is that nobody else wanted them in the area also. And I find that very interesting when you talk about, you know, you look at what they're doing. And they had an event here in Orlando. I don't know if you guys have been down and played at Orange County National.
My mom lives outside of Orlando, so I've been down there a lot of times. Thank you.
Well, hey, when this is over with, I live outside of Orlando too, so we need to play some golf next time you're down here.
We all did.
Yeah.
Hey guys, really quick? Is that in the corner of your screen there? Is that a bottle of Weller there?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, you missed that before too, Dave. That was
you missed that too, Dave.
Okay. I just went with the bottle shape and the gold top at the top, and I could just pick out the bottle. So
that's special reserve right there. Okay.
There you go.
So let me ask you guys. So I mean, I got to come over. Being in Indiana, I come over to Chicago because my in-laws are south of Chicago. So if you said that course is not worth it, what course by you is your favorite course out there?
That was more you. You golf way more than I golf. What would you like to golf?
The one that you go to all the time.
Oh, so I'm not a member, but I go to Medina Country Club quite a bit.
Yeah.
Let's go to your best public course that you would go to.
Casual Medina. I mean, really?
Medina.
So if they did it, Medina should have been the one that they picked for the end of the year to hand out the medal and everything. Okay, I would have picked Medina over Bolingbrook. Okay, Bolingbrook is a great public course. All right, they got some challenging holes out there, but Medina is your top-notch cream de la to do that. Okay, that's what I would pick.
Could they pick Medina because it's in the PGA rotation?
I think they could not have picked it because of that.
Yeah.
Because it is in the PGA rotation, and they're doing it 2026.
2026, they have another big.
That's why it's not there.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, there's a lot of great courses in the Illinois area that they could have went for. Bolingbrook is to me subpar, but that's just my opinion. And Bolingbrook is going to hate me right now. I'll never be able to golf on that course again because of my state. But
bring them on over to Iowa. We'll take them here.
I heard you say Harborside. I was going to say the big Anchor Green.
Yeah. Hold on. The hole that you pinball over.
Yep.
There you go.
So, guys, first off, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. You guys are sitting there doing one of my favorite things to do. I love a good cigar. Dave and I used to smoke them. He's become a little more of a wuss in his old age. He doesn't smoke them anymore. But why don't you tell us about the idea of swing and smoke and where you guys came up with it?
I'll let Eddie take over right now.
So we met about 12, 13 years ago at a cigar lounge after I needed a new cigar lounge home. Was looking around in the area, went into one of the local lounges out here and ran into this gentleman. Had a lot in common. We found out we're both Army veterans, which, for 82nd Airborne Division. And he taught me how to get out in the course and golf. I've been out once or twice in my life. Really know what I was doing. Going out with him, just fell in love with the whole idea. We were already smoking and having some bourbons together. And then golf kind of became our second thing. One night, just sitting in the cigar lounge, we're like, man, we would like to get our own business. What could we do? What could we do together, coming from our different backgrounds? I'm a law enforcement professional. He's an IT director. What could we do together and thrive and enjoy it? Let's combine cigar smoking and golfing. How do we do that? We'll develop a company where we can develop our own line of golf wear. And after a couple trial and error, we came up with the idea of swing and smoke. We love to swing and we love to smoke. We love to do them both at the same time if all possible.
Hold on. We love to drink too, so okay.
You're on the right show for that.
You're on the right show for all of these things. Yeah.
I mean, let me throw that one in there for you too. All right. The whole concept of it is the fact that we want to bring together like-minded individuals who love to just do golfing, smoking, drinking, having a great time. It does not matter who you are, what your golf score is, what you drink or whatever. As long as you get out there, enjoy yourself on a course and have fun. There's a lot of different problems everybody got in their life, but guess what? get out there, swing, smoke, and have
And
fun.
relax. Just kick back and relax.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
So what does Swing and Smoke offer?
So basically, right now we do have our caps, which Steve has on right now. Thank you, Steve.
Repping that.
Okay. We have
I'm gonna spin it around too. We'll
There
do
you
a
go,
little
man.
on the back.
Yes,
Look
man.
at
Oh,
that.
please don't, Steve. Please, for the love of everybody watching this show, please don't do that.
That's good.
So right now we offer six different colors in the fitted model that Steve is currently wearing. They have with 3 other colors that are with a snapback. And we're coming up in the future. We're probably going to reach out and do a polo shirt, as we are fashionably wearing this evening, and then probably you can't see your back, and then probably a golf towel is forthcoming in the near future.
Okay, so you got the hats, you got a golf towel coming. So I like this. I like where you're going with this. Bringing it
We
all
got a
in
couple
there.
of them. We brought a couple to show you.
Okay.
A couple different colors and variations. We're wearing the black. We got the gray. We have a red. We have white. We have an orange. We have a white and pink. We have a white and green, white and black,
Yeah.
and then we have a gray model.
The red is a hot seller. It
The
goes
red is
real
nice.
fast.
The
It goes
red
real
is
fast.
real nice.
Man, well, in Chicago, I feel like that's gonna sell anyway. Those Bulls colors.
All right, so okay, let me explain something to you. Okay, I love it when you pulled up that Barry Sanders reference. Okay, because the brother is from Michigan. Go Lions, baby.
Oh, Lions fan. All right. You know, it's
I
funny,
mean, what an awesome draft in Detroit this year.
Hey, they did great.
They did do a good job.
They pick people who like go into the coach is amazing. Anybody who sits up and say, I want to bite your knees, I love that dude, okay?
Yeah.
He
really turned the culture around there.
I was at the Super Bowl and the lights went out in New Orleans. And I know, go ahead. Brad's not on here tonight, so he'll drink.
Sorry, guys. Steve likes to humble brag about everything he's ever done in his life.
I got lucky and got to meet Barry at the NFL Experience that weekend, so it was kind of a cool thing to meet him. So
cool, yeah, absolutely. I crossed that Super Bowl championship off a couple years ago when I went out to Phoenix. I saw the Seattle and New England Super Bowl when they did not give the ball to the running back.
To Marshawn?
Yeah.
You got the beast and you throw it? Come on, man.
Give him the ball, right?
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm sitting up here like, what is the problem, right? Great Super Bowl. We had a wonderful time, okay?
I was in Hawaii watching that Super Bowl, like on a family vacation, and was like, all right, they're going to win it right here. Nope, You let Tom Brady get another one.
As someone who grew up in New England, and one of my best friends is a Seahawks fan, I had a lot of fun after that game.
Oh yeah.
So you guys talked about, the other towel, the towels and the polos. Do you plan on expanding into, anything else within the golf market? Divot tools, ball markers, hats and polos and towels. I think are a great start. Do you have any plans going forward? A little bit farther down the line.
I'd like to see this build and grow into something where we have all golf apparel. So we get into pants, and at some point have a deal with some type of shoe, just everything you would wear and see on the golf course.
Me personally, I just want my own liquor brand with golf and swing on it. Okay.
Man, I like where your mind's at.
Man, that is a great idea.
Real high. His bar is high.
Well, here's my humble brag. I make wine for a living.
My man.
There you go.
So Dave, I would tell you, my brother's wife makes wine in her basement, okay? And I'm gonna tell you something. She gave me half a bottle of her wine that she made. I was drunk within 15 minutes. I'm like, what the hell is this? Okay?
That's probably a little closer to shine than it is wine, but yeah. No, I do it on the commercial scale.
Yeah.
I gotta follow a couple rules and laws when I make wine.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Dave makes it out of his basement. I've never seen the facility. It's just he just says he makes wine, and then there's a bottle of wine. So
Yeah,
and it's always the same picture. It's always the same picture. He like
it's,
photoshops it in. So yeah.
oh, there you go. Product placement.
All right,
baby.
guys. So I know my favorite cigar to smoke on the golf course comes from the Cigar Factory in New Orleans, a double wrap cigar. So I want to ask you guys, what's your favorite go-to cigar on the golf course?
I'll start it off. So basically, me is going to be a Leaf by Oscar. Okay, so I'm like heavy. So I love this one. It's a long burning cigar. It could take me through like the first 9. We're good to go. So this is what I love, the Leaf by Oscar.
So for me, I'm going to go through at least 3 cigars as I'm swearing and cussing because my ball is not going where I want to go. I normally will smoke a Plasencia Altamira and a Liga Privada number 9. These are my 2 favorite cigars. 2 favorite cigars.
Nice. Nice.
So with that, like you have your favorite cigar on the golf course. What's like your favorite cigar accessory on the golf course that like you like to have like with your cigar while you're out there?
So I brought this in with me tonight, okay? So basically, this is my ashtray. So basically, I hook this up to the cart, and basically, I put that bad boy in there just like that right there. It does not go anywhere. Hooks up to the cart, and I dump my ashes into the tray. So basically, I'm not putting the ashes on the golf course, and I'm keeping it real, baby.
I like that.
I love that idea.
That is awesome. We were on the golf course this last Friday, my buddies and I, and like they needed that. They had my buddy in my cart had his cigar out and ready to go. And that's what we needed out there. There you go. I like that. Respect the course.
Hey,
yeah.
I respect the course. But hold up. How many cigars have you lost, like pulling off from your golf cart when you drive away and your golf? And your
First hole.
Like going the other
First
way.
hole, he left his cigar on the green.
Yeah.
I'm going to call him out for that
Amateur.
one.
Amateur.
My buddy left his cigar after putting on the green, and he gets back in the cart. We pull away, and he goes, "Damn it!" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "I left my cigar on the green."
Yep.
Is it more of a cardinal sin to leave your wedge on the green or your cigar?
How many times have I left my wedge on the green?
Hey, I just got a text message, guys, and I'm gonna follow up with you guys after with an email. We've got a couple brands that we're associated with that can really help from an apparel standpoint and take you guys to the next level. And we may or may not know a cell phone company who also has a cigar holder with a cell phone holder. And I know some other people in this business that can help you guys out with some logos and get you some stuff. So I will connect you guys after. And you know, we've got our apparel deal here with American Fit. You see us wearing the same logo. Great quality brand, and I know we can definitely help you guys out with that. So we're gonna make some connections after the show too. So
thank you. We really appreciate that. Thank you ever so much.
We always love having good guys on the show that have like a passion for what we have a passion for. And I love that you talked about this at the beginning of this segment is you got into this because you have a passion for golf, you got a passion for cigars, and more importantly, you got a passion for drinking too. So it's a good time.
And I think one of the ultimate things that we do is the fact that we meet so many great, outstanding individuals on the course. You know, no matter what their background is, no matter where they come from, their race or whatever, we come together and we have a great time out there golfing and having fun. And you build relationships off of that. And that's one of the things that we want to bring to our website. So, heck, we're here to have fun, bring relationships, and enjoy people, no matter what you are, man, woman, whether you hit 82, 76, or 150, okay?
160, yeah.
Well said.
So see, that's why these two keep me around.
So being in Chicago, I got to ask you guys the question: are you Sox fans or Cubby fans?
I'm gonna let him answer. I'm from Michigan, bro. I'm an all Michigan fan. Okay.
You're a Tigers fan.
I'm born and raised here in Chicago, but more important than everything, I'm a Bears fan.
Oh, so you belong my wife then. My wife's family's Bears fans. I'm from New Jersey, so I'm a Giants fan, and I root for the Colts because I live here in Indy, and I root for the Bears because my in-laws do. So.
But you do know the Lions won the division last year, right?
Oh, let me ask you this: is Caleb Williams really your savior in Chicago?
I hope so. I hope so.
I hope so. That's a lot of hope.
We got rid of a perfectly good quarterback to try.
You did. Yeah, I agree with that.
So I hope so.
My team got rid of a perfectly good running back and gave him to a division rival. So I have no room.
Exactly. So I hope so. I hope and pray so. I'm old enough to remember the '85 Bears. I also remember what year did we go to the Super Bowl the last? 2005.
2005. 2000.
Yeah. I saw that also. So I'm hoping in my lifetime we get another one.
As a Lion fan, the last couple of years, I've been talking most shit to all these Bear fans than anybody knows, okay? But they've been sucking for the last couple of years.
I'll poke the bear here. As a Lions fan, you're just hoping to get to the Super Bowl.
He took me to a Lions game.
You're like the Cowboys. You posted more Super Bowls than you've been in.
This past year, right? I told him, you cannot wear no Bears gear, okay? We went to a Lions game, and he had the best time of his life in the Dome. We had a blast, okay?
I didn't have any Bears.
So I wanted to go to Ford Field this year because I went to Penn State, so my Nittany Lions were playing there against Michigan State over Thanksgiving, and I really wanted to go to that game, but I had other obligations, but that's it. I've heard it's a good time at Ford Field, so
it's a good time.
Can we talk about the NFL draft for 1 second? Okay, did Detroit
absolutely
not put on a great show or what?
All right. It was an amazing show.
Base there. I mean, and here's one thing that I got to respect about there: no violence. All right, they put on a great show. No violence. Honolulu Blue was in there and showing their asses off. Here we go, baby. Rules.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing about Detroit sports fans is I love their passion behind it. That's what I love about any sports fan is like, if you have a passion for your team, have a passion for your team. When they suck, still have a passion for your team. And when they're good, still have a passion for your team. So
absolutely.
And as long as we all can agree, the Red Sox suck. Sorry, Steve.
Ironically enough, that's the game I'm watching right now.
My hat back here. So,
hey, since 2000, who's got more World Series titles?
Ooh!
Wow, 24 years or 27 titles.
Oh, what have you done for me lately?
Hey, at least my team knows what the playoffs are.
Hey, all I care about right now is 9:30 tonight when the Pacers are going to eliminate Giannis and the Bucks. So that's all I care about right now.
That's a good
one. Right, we're gonna watch that one.
So, do you guys have, like, depending on which cigar you're smoking, do you have a favorite beverage to pair with that cigar out on the course? Outside, we all love our bourbon, out here. Do you have a favorite beverage that you like to pair with a different type of cigar, or do you stick with the same beverage while you're out there?
So on the course, I'm not really going to do a bourbon on the course. It's a little heavy. It messes up my swing. Not that my swing's any good in the first place. But what he introduced me to was a drink called Deep Eddies. I love Deep Eddies. It's vodka and cranberry, vodka and watermelon, or vodka and lemon.
Vodka and grapefruit. They have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. Love cold Deep Eddies while I'm swinging and smoking. Love it.
Nice.
All right. So me on the other hand, right?
Yep.
After the third hole, depending on what I'm swinging, I'm going deep bourbon if my swing is fucked.
You already know the third hole. You already know the third hole. Is it bad? I at least give it to about the ninth.
Only 3 holes in, and he's already like, I need the cart girl over here right now. He knows what I want.
Hey, break out the credit card and bring the card girl over here right now, okay? It's gonna be a long day for me, all right?
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let me ask you this as we wrap up here: if someone, our cigar smokers out there, are looking for you guys that want to order a hat now, and then in the future we're gonna get some more swag here. Where can they find you?
So basically, we can go to swing and the letter N smoke.com. So basically, right now we have all of our hats out there. Basically, we're gonna have all the rest of the apparel that's coming out there later. Basically, it's going to be a community where we're going to be able to have fun, discuss golf, discuss cigars. We're going to put pictures out there of everywhere we've been. Basically, just a spot that we're going to have fun on. Okay. Basically, we're looking to have a fun community.
Nice.
Basically, we just want to. We're not going to like be Nike or whoever. Okay. We're just looking to have fun, enjoy, create a community that everybody can have fun on. That's all.
We'll have to get you guys a couple tavern koozies out there to Chicago.
We'll get you some up there. So yes. Hey guys, thank you for joining us tonight.
Cheers.
Hey Charles. Hey Brian. Charles says enough with the Detroit crap. By the way. Just gonna leave that there. We're gonna wrap with that.
So Charles is a diehard Bears fan. Okay, so Charles, you know what?
Nice.
Thanks, Chuck. I appreciate you as my golf buddy.
I think me and Charles got a bet on the division this year. Okay, Bears going down, baby.
Greg's looking for something. Greg's looking for something.
That bottle of Blanton's Gold would be a good bet on the division.
No. What are you putting on?
No.
He says no Niners. He said it's the Niners.
Oh, that's Charles. That's my buddy Charles. Go, Charles. Good looking out.
There you go. I'll give you some love. I got a Bears hat. So.
Oh, no.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Hey, guys, thank you for joining us.
Nittany Lion, so.
Hey, once again, the website is smoke and the letter N, swingandsmoke.com. You go out there, get your couple of hats, enjoy yourself. We're going to build it up to the best we can. Steve, thank you very much. Greg, Dave, thank
you guys
for this.
Hey, if when Joe shows up there tonight, give him a hard time for us too, please.
Absolutely. We're going to give him a lot of drinks tonight.
Okay, good. That sounds good. All right, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, those fun guys. That's a great thing. That's why we do what we do. Is we brought our passion of golf and talking about golf at a tavern.
But that's what the tavern's about. Yeah, did we get a little off topic and get into the draft? But the draft just happened, and hey, those are guys I want to get off. Those are guys I want to get off topic with.
Exactly. We want to talk sports. We want to talk that. That's what the tavern's about. It's just. About
I want that bottle of Blanton's Gold.
Yeah. Oh, when they came on, I had to run and get my bottle of Blanton's because I was like, "Ooh."
Okay. Am I the only one here that has had Blanton's Gold?
No, I've had Blanton's Gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had it.
Okay.
I've had it. It's I just don't have a bottle of it. That's the only thing. Because I can't find a bottle of it. So, all right, let's get into last call. So, we talked about the tournament earlier this week. And Steve, I'm waiting for you to post something up for your segment, but
yeah, no, I just realized that I hadn't sent that in.
So Steve's the winner tonight.
But I'm just going into last call for what it is.
Listen, listen, I am living the single dad life right now. My wife left today for Hawaii for my niece's graduation. So I'm on dad duty, kid duty, all of the above duties. So
you probably shouldn't start the sentence with "my wife left me."
She left for Hawaii. I said
I
she
know,
left for
but I'm
Hawaii.
just saying it sounds pretty bad.
We've all met Steve's wife. It's inevitable.
That's true. But I will say we had a great event last week. We talked about it already. The team event. It's a fun event that's out there. McIlroy and Lowry. That's awesome. I mean, I'm surprised none of us picked them this week. I picked one of the top.
I thought about it. I'll be honest with you, and I was like, do I trust Rory? And I kind of homered a pick with Davis Riley last week, just for the Orlando golfer because they played high school golf together. So I wanted to.
Well, and hindsight's 2020 because I look at this and go, "Hey, McIlroy's been doing better, but okay." And I'm like, he's not there. But you know where McIlroy excels? Is team golf.
He
excels the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
He excels, and I didn't put that into my consideration, and I probably should have.
And New Orleans showed out. Like, let's just talk about the fact that everybody showed up. Like, it was a well-attended event. Really fun event to watch. I love this event every year. And you guys lived here, in obviously the alligators and the golf course, but they're kind of a second ring in the circus there in New Orleans with as many alligators.
They're at Harbortown too.
Mm-hmm.
They were all over Harbortown.
2
weeks in a row, you get that.
Yeah, and it's a fun event. It's a really cool event. on a great golf course. And
well, we talk about this all the time, that the PGA needs to hire us to help with like their PR. They have these great events. They need to lean into what the community is. Where
Right.
New Orleans, lean into that. You lean into it into the commercial, but lean into that, into your sales and everything in your promotion more than just a commercial about New Orleans.
Yeah.
Well, and you have, I mean, all of the great restaurants in the French Quarter. Like, it's the reason that tournament is so well attended and guys want to go back to it, because all their wives want to go back because the restaurants are so good. The food is amazing in New Orleans.
Really great bourbon house.
Right? I mean, there's a street named after it.
Well, and Steve, you and I talked about this, and you had a good idea that I thought was something that they do on like for colleges when like college game day goes to town. I won't say it's Blankenship, a Penn State alum, does this whenever he goes to a town to broadcast a game. He goes to a local restaurant and promotes it on the segment.
Yeah.
Golfing dads are ready to go to taverns all across the country to promote
all across the country.
All across.
Like,
let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's get this in there and let's promote the local businesses.
You know,
at these events.
Does that mean we get to do it at Pat O'Brien's?
No,
we're going to pick somewhere other than Pat O'Brien.
A national chain that's out there. I'm not bad mouthing Pat
national
O'Brien.
Chain. There's one in Orlando. There's one in Orlando, and there's one in New Orleans. What is there?
Pretty sure there's one in Vegas.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's one in California. It's a big name. It's not. It is, but I'm saying we could do it.
Then let's do it at
broadcast there.
How about on stage at Preservation Hall, just the oldest jazz club in America?
Yes.
Or
now you're talking.
No, Lafitte's, the oldest bar in America, the oldest continuous bar in America. It was Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop Bar in New Orleans. It's where Lafitte, the only North American pirate, had his blacksmith shop bar, and that's where he would recruit other pirates to come with him. That's where we need to do it.
I want to hear Steve say that 10 times fast.
Yeah,
no, not going to happen.
Here's Steve talking more about pirates. but that's a good thing. Like I would say, like we all, like Dave and I lived on Hilton Head, and like I would say, go to the Sea Shack. Like let's sit at the Sea Shack and have
let's go.
Some great food there, and talk about Harbortown. Come on, this is we got places we can go.
No, I want Sea Shack.
We're trying to help.
I want some hush puppies.
My wife would be sitting at the table next to us watching us that show because she loves Sea Shack that much.
Right.
Like,
be like, oh, you go to Sea Shack, I'm there. So
yeah.
So, all right. So we had a good event. We had a good event again this week. So you go the Masters, you went Harbortown, you go to New Orleans. Next week, Byron Nelson. Another fun event. So
it's a fun event, but the field is not there this week.
And it just got worse.
Is this sad though that like Lord Byron Nelson's event needs a better showing?
It does.
You know, the question that you have to ask is they gave Jack and Arnold, from the invitational standpoint, the 5-year exemptions. Do they need to do that with Nelson?
I feel with Nelson, it's like somebody not showing up to Jack or Arnie, and I
agree.
And you're doing a disservice to him. Not the tournament itself. You're doing the disservice to Nelson.
There was always the concern that after Arnold passed away here in Orlando, that the players would stop showing up, and I think that's why they've made it an elevated event and kept it as an elevated event, and they've made it the 5-year exemption, and they've made it the larger purse. Because they were all afraid that people were going to stop showing up for Arnold's tournament because of what Arnold meant to the tour.
Here's the thing.
I honestly think they've done that, and we've seen that happen because Byron's not there to shake hands like he used to do coming off of 18, because he was always there behind the 18th green. So,
but I think that to your point there, Arnie, these players now, this generation, Arnie was still around. Byron was not around for this generation.
Yeah.
That's the other problem that's here. But the tour needs to do more about that. Like, if you have these signature events named after these historic golfers that have made change in the sport, you need to keep promoting that.
Yeah,
like that's what needs to be better.
Just like greats of the
Riviera is becoming Tiger's event.
Right.
So, like, you need to have these events that are for the greats of the game and keep them great events for the greats.
Because in
Here's the problem.
In 50 years, is Tiger's event at Riviera what Lord Byron Nelson's event is now?
Yeah.
It's Bay Hill that way. It's Jackson Memorial that way.
Yeah.
Don't lose that luster.
I think the challenge you run into with the tour and the way they're looking at it, and this is a way bigger first round conversation, so I don't want to go down this rabbit hole right now. But the question is if you go into business with the PIF, what do you do with these other events that have struggled to get viewership, that have struggled to draw attendance because you're not a signature event? And do you do a team series once a month or something like that and with some of these events? Great question, great idea. How do you do that? Like, it's Pandora's box needs to be open.
I think that's next. I think that's a good topic for next week. But let's get into the Nelson, and Dave, let's get into your segment. So let's just go back to I'm back on the missed cut train.
Yeah.
Choo-choo. Choo-choo. And I'm going to say this. I don't know how you ended up on the missed cut train because, again, if any...
All three of us wanted that pick.
Yeah.
All three of us would have taken that pick last week. So I can't really...
I can't argue that one.
I'm not going to fault you for the missed cut.
And I think that's one of those where it's two great players that kind of fell through the cracks that may have played practice rounds together, but maybe not the team golf together.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what, and Zalatoris is still coming back from surgery.
And he dropped out this week.
Rounds. And he's had some good rounds, but the past few rounds haven't been as great as right when he came back.
Yeah.
I think that adrenaline helped him right when he came back. Thigala surprises me because he's been playing very well lately.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Here's the other question.
Is the jinx real? Yes.
Zalatoris withdraws. And then the rumors start. He's going to live. He's going to live. He's going to live.
No, his back's bothering him.
Right. Like, let's be real. Just stop, people. Like, I can't deal with this anymore.
You know what? If you go to live, go to live. That's fine. Then just go to live and be live.
Yep. So coming into this week for Lord Byron, headlining by Jordan Spieth, but at 14-1.
Okay.
Siwoo Kim, 16. Jason Day at 20. Alex Noren at 22. Adam Scott at 22. Stefan Jager, Byung-Hung An.
Steven Jager and Ben On.
Hey, look, my contacts are really bad right now.
Okay.
Minwoo Lee and Tom
Hoagie.
Tom Hoagie. Yeah, all at 25-1.
Where's Tom Kim in that list? I'm
28-1. He's next. He's 28.
So let me give you a good story. Is I watched Tom Kim at Harbortown with his caddy, and it was one of the greatest caddy interactions I've ever saw. He had a shot on number 8 where he went birdie, 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 and they just had that amazing interaction of a caddy, hey, where the caddy finally said, "Do this. If this messes it up, it's on me." And the caddy took responsibility and was the bigger man and talked him out of taking the high risk shot for the smart shot, and it was probably the best choice for him to do. So it was cool seeing that. That's a cool thing to see when on tour. So all right, do I pick first? Because
you pick first, Greg, because you missed the cut again.
Siwoo,
we really need to change that. You should not be rewarded for that.
Has it helped me, Steve?
That's true.
Exactly. That's why
Steve was missing the cut this week.
Hey, we got to get him back on track here.
I'm going with Siwoo.
Steve, is it me or you next? I had the higher finish.
But I'm leading next one.
Okay.
Wow, this field is I feel bad for the PGA Tour this week. It's in a bad timing spot. God, I don't want to do this.
You're taking Spieth, aren't you?
Yeah, like I can't do it because he scares me in that he still has a wrist injury and he's only playing this week because of the sponsors invites he got.
Then take Jason Day.
Give me Tom Kim.
Oh, I like Tom Kim. I was going to take Tom Kim, but I like Siwoo. Because Siwoo was sponsored by the CJ Cup, so I'm just saying that.
Right, that's a fair bet. That's a fair take. I mean, winning an event you're sponsored. Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little bit farther down the list here.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna take Maverick McNeely.
Oh, I do think he's gonna get a win this year. That's actually not a bad pick. I looked at that. I'll be honest. I gave that a look.
He's 50-1, and
he's been playing.
I just think with the field this week, I think that really fits in to the field this week.
Okay.
So
you know, players that I'd like to see actually do well this week are Jimmy Walker, Snedeker, like that are playing in this event this week. I'd like to see them just have a good week, make the cut, and play well.
So go. I mean,
Ben Griffin's in the field.
Ben is in the field. Where's Ben at this week? Because I actually looked at that.
I saw he's 60-1.
He hasn't played great this year. Like his sophomore slump is kicking in. I mean, this event was won by Jason Day last year, and basically his comeback finally and getting him back into the winner's circle. So
yeah.
But yeah, no. So
like that.
All right, we've got a smack of the week, and it's a true smack.
All right.
All right, we've all been there with this one. We've all done it.
That's Steve cooking at home while his wife's out of town.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
All right. Well,
so next week's topic is going to be what for the first round, as we've already teased it? What's the PGA Tour schedule look like, and what do they do if the PIF merger goes through?
Yeah.
Well, we think we got to talk about, like, what can we do to enhance it? Like, just keep enhancing this tour because, like we saw last season, you've got some great stories. I don't feel we've had that great comeback story yet, like you just talked about with Jason Day, or we've had some great events, we've had some great stuff, but there hasn't been these magical moments that I think we had last season that I'd like to see a little bit more of. But
wow, way to steal Disney terminology there, Delawi.
One magic moment is the NCAA like Final Four song too. So let's just get where it is. But with that, cheers everybody.
Cheers everybody,
and we'll see you next week.
Have a good night.
Somebody was commenting about playing Whistling Straits for $728.